morning, afternoon, evening, anyone and everyone on planet Earth, and just to give you another update of the Managersim Not So Beginner series, episode 44 now. This is just an update of what's been going on in the last couple of ticks since the last episode, which was about a week ago now, or something like that. It's now 17th of October 2019 when this was recorded. So let's go straight to it. And this episode what we're doing is just an update of the league and UEFA Cup. So let's go straight to it. Again, just doing some checks that you're seeing everything I'm seeing, and it looks like you are. So here we go, here's Elfsborg, and as you can see my money is still rising. I was thinking at one stage to try raise enough money to get an 80,000 stadium, 210 million, but instead I might just slowly invest in getting the stadium up and then investing into other players. Again, I'm getting some good deals. I actually sold one of my top strikers to a rival team. I actually sold them to Halmstad and Andre because Bingri wasn't getting any games. So I thought he might as well go. He's, the secondary stats are amazing. And I got him for free and I sold him for 45 million. So that was a good deal for both of us. And hopefully he'll do well, but not too well at Halmstad. Who else did I bought? Just a few other players really. I bought CO on the free transfer, another good defender. He'll do well for my side. His secondary skills are pretty decent, so he'll be a very good backup, and sometimes he will play some games. And then Barker. Barker's my new striker replacement, and I've got Barker for nothing. Yeah, got him for nothing, and he's a Welsh international. He's got some really decent secondary stats. He's got a 10 out of 10 rating, so he won't develop anymore. And his value is already 38 million even. That probably will go down a little bit. His wage, he's only on a 6-month contract at the moment, so I will get that wage down. But he can be a leader, so he can be a future captain when I need him. But he will play as one of my strikers with my other two. Erkman, who I changed to... Erkman wasn't scoring very many as a left and right midfielder, so I've changed him just to a central midfielder, striker even. I've changed him to central striker to see if that does anything. Sometimes this affects his rating, but it didn't affect his rating whatsoever, so he hopefully will score more. The guy that's scoring more goals at the moment is this one, I can't pronounce his name. He's got some very good stats and stuff like that. 99 shooting, but his speed is low. But these two will be rested a little bit more to give Barker and Chiolini, whoever, a chance to take over and do well as well. So, I've got a couple of contracts here I need to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the league first. As you know, I'm struggling in the league, but that's no surprise. And ARK had a bit of a bad run. If we look in the league table now, ARK have recovered in some way. They're still top. Helsingborg are still second. Trelleborg are still third. Gothenburg and VF are catching up to them. ARK, if you look on the form table, Helsingborg and VF and Gothenburg are the form teams at the moment. ARK are slowly picking up after their bad 3 games. My Elfsborg, we'll just take it as it comes. We don't win often. We did get a very good result the last league game. As you can see, the league games here. We drew 1-1 against Hammarby, which was a good result. And a lot of sending offs in this game. We had 2 sent off. Hammarby had 1 sending off. So if I'm getting any results over Burnham, I'm happy. But that's the league, and a couple of league games coming up, and then we'll talk about Europe in a minute. So Trelleborg against Halmstad, that'll be probably a Trelleborg win. Kalmar against ARK, ARK should win that. Djurgården, Örebro. Malmö, Hammarby, difficult to predict that. I think that'd be a score draw. Ogret against Gothenburg will win that. My Elfsborg against Norrköping, I hope we'll get a rare win there. I hope so anyway. Helsingborg and VF, that's going to be the game of the tick. The tick's happening in 2 ticks time, hence why I'm doing this video a lot earlier, because we won't know the results of these until 2 ticks time, which in UK time is early morning. So Helsingborg against VF. So we got second against fifth. We form Helsingborg first team in form against second team in form. So this is going to be a right old ding dong of a game. And to be honest, I can't predict the result. But if I was really had to bet on the side to win that, I think Helsingborg would probably win that one. So let's go to European Cups, where we did have 6 Swedish sides in the UEFA Cup. We're now down to 5, and after this round we will all be down to 4. Because why do I know that? Because it has happened. 2 Swedish sides have been drawn against each other, and one of them has to be me, of course. So let's look at international cups. We'll do Champions League in a minute. So here's the round for round 4. So what actually happened in round 3? Well, when we left, it was only the first legs. VF beat Ostrava 4-1 on aggregate, so they got through. Örebro beat Udinese in a great. They did really well, but of course Udinese's players mostly were unfit. But that still means they had a great result, so they beat them 2-0 aggregate. My own side, Elfsborg, we easily beat Dundee 7-0 in aggregate, so I was really happy about that. I'll show you the second leg score soon. Malmo beat the Greek side AEK 5-0 in aggregate, and Gothenburg beat Belarus's 4-0 in aggregate. So all of them potentially did very well. The only side to slip up was no surprise was the former runners-up Djurgården, who's still under Computer Manager. They went out 2-1 on aggregate. So let's look at my second leg. My second leg was 4-0, and we beat Dundee 4-0. It was a really good game with Erkman, Fra, Buki and Erkman again scoring goals. That was a really good result. But what does that make round 4? And let's do some predictions. There you go, there's round 4. As you can see, Malmo are against another Portuguese side, Academia de Coimbra. They're a level 7 ranked side. They finished 3rd in the league. They did have a human manager 2 seasons ago, I think it was. Yeah. Luis Gregor, okay. And there's the side at the moment. Let's make this screen a little bit smaller. And it's not a bad side. Pretty decent. But as again, we've got this stamina problems. And the computer will probably play these stamina players. So I'm going to predict a Malmo victory on over there. Because I know that K's players are much fitter than the other team. He's got a big squad now, K. 38. Örebro. We go to Örebro Elfsborg last for obvious reasons. VF are against the Greek side Xanthi. Level 4, finished 3rd in the league last year. Their side, they got a very good goalie. Other than that, I can see VF. VF should beat them because they've got such a small team. They haven't got stamina problems though. VF though side, I think are stronger. Yeah, they got a big squad VF, so they've got a chance. I think they got a good chance of beating them. Gothenburg first leg is away to Hajduk Split in Serbia. Runners up in the league last year. They've got massive stamina problems, so yeah, Gothenburg, you should win it. And their 99 goalies injured as well, so Gothenburg, you should win that. Let's go to the battle between the 2 Swedish sides. Örebro against Elfsborg. Örebro currently 7th in the league against my own side, who are 9th in the league. Form wise, Örebro are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th against my 9th. Funny enough, exactly the same again. So it's going to be potentially a good side against Morton's Örebro side. Let's look at Morton's side. Yeah, he's got a really good side. I think he could be probably, dare I say it, underachieving at the moment. I think Örebro really should be higher than 7th. The last league game was a 2-0 victory against bottom side Kalmar. The Kalmar are the side that everyone is really scoring a lot against. What did AIK do? Oh, AIK are next. But Hammarby beat them 8-0 away, for instance. But anyway, yeah, Örebro, really good side. I think they are slightly underachieving at the moment. I think probably Morton will agree with me there. Against my Elfsborg. Elfsborg, we're hot and cold. We did just have a good result against Hammarby, that is true. I I don't think, if you look at the two squads putting together, you probably will say Orebro have got the edge over Elfsborg, and I probably would agree with you all. I think it's going to be a very tight 2 games. It's going to be an interesting how it happens, and oops, there you go. But I obviously I'm the manager of Elfsborg, so I want Elfsborg to win, but I got a feeling it's going to be very tough. It could go either way. But out of the other sides, I think the other 4 will get through, and so we have 4 sides in the quarterfinals, which will be amazing. Okay, let's go to the Champions League, and it's just Hammarby in the Champions League now, and as you can see there, they suddenly are doing really well. They've qualified already for the quarterfinals, so well done, Burnham. You've had some really good results there. Beating Inter, that was a good result. Beating Lyon away. Oh, you've done really well. So they will be in the quarterfinals, so obviously we'll keep an eye on them as well. Anything else to say? Not much more really to say about what's been going on. It's just the league is ticking nicely. Only 15 games of the season gone so far, but we've still got another few more to go yet. Oh, actually, not as many as I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got 11 games of the season left, so we're over halfway now. As you can see, my league fixtures, I've still got Orebro and UEFA Cup, obviously, and all these various league games, including AIK. One thing I would want to mention is that the MO. How many of you guys are using the MO? Because occasionally people do forget. MO is match orders, and basically you can make your match orders go for all league games in one go. So in case you are away or your internet goes down or anything, the computer will still try and match that side that you put in first. So for instance, my match orders haven't been done here. So here I'll put my reserves in. Reserves. And then all remaining friendly games, and that means now that when I update it, it does both of them. You can do that now for you can put, for instance, a league only side and division match, a cup side only in UEFA Cup. It's entirely up to you. But it's worth doing if you haven't done it before, especially for any new people watching this. It's definitely worth doing. If you forget, then the computer will put in its own players, and sometimes it's not the players you want to play, basically. But that's about it really for this episode 44. If we look at the current rankings, Michael is top in Sweden. If we just do in this country only, rankings, Michael's first, then Burnham, then Kay, then me, then Morton, Dave, Andy, Z. But of course this all depends on how long you've been in the side, how long, if you've been making many transfers or not. If you look at levels, this is how long you've been in the game. So Michael, Kay, Dave, Burnham and myself and Morton, we've been here for quite a while, while Fritz, Andy, Mike and Andre, Mike under this login, and Andre haven't been around for so much longer. So it's always good to look at this, even though, to be honest, the manager ranking this doesn't really mean as much as it used to. There's 35 currently active managers in this game world, and this game world's gotten, you can have many more than that. And that leads us to the last thing I will mention today, 74. Now, you're thinking, what is 74? Well, today is the 17th of October 2019. In 74 days time, it will be New Year's Day 2020, and in 74 days time, this game might not be here anymore. It might be in another disguise, it might carry on, which I hope it does, or it might have stopped. It all depends if we've raised enough money every month for the game to survive. So yeah, there you go, just bearing that in mind, 74 days to go. And that will be it for today then. So thanks very much for watching this recording. And I will do episode 45 probably in a few days time this weekend. I'm feeling much better, thankfully, but as I mentioned a couple of episodes ago, when we go into the league the episodes are a lot less frequent because I'm just literally repeating myself all the time. Please, if you've got any articles to send to me, please do any videos like that. I haven't received any for a while, so it'll be nice to get some new new information about anything to do with Managersim or your side in Sweden. But again, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll speak to you all soon. So goodbye.